Good evening and welcome. Tonight we will be not so much going over history and geography, but taking a peek at the islands of Black Point in the Bahamas. I'd say that because if you haven't seen any of my videos, I usually start with going over the geography of a place, then we talk about the history behind that place, and then we come to my tablet and look at it on Google Earth. Now here's the thing, here's our geography part. Black Point is located within the Exumas. You can see Grand Exumas down here. There's a big long train of islands, and Black Point is part of that. Here is the rest of the beautiful Bahamas Islands, wedged between Florida and Cuba and the Atlantic Ocean. And they're very easy to see from space because you can see all of that beautiful coral from way, way, way far away from our planet. So, I don't really have much history to go over as I go through the islands with you. I'll tell you some tidbits that I found in my research, but I don't have too much for you. Tonight we are going to go north to south pretty much and to explore all of the different islands, or as they're called in the Bahamas, keys. You can see they're all C-A-Y, which in the Bahamas is pronounced key. Over where I live in the United States, it's pronounced K. From what I've understood, they're all fine. Just note that. Okay. So we're starting here in Little Bell's Key. So we have a rock cave to start off. Let's take a look. There's so many fun slideshows here to show you. I'm very excited. But mostly we're going to see this beautiful landscape of beaches, cool rocks, and the ocean. Pretty neat little cave system there, probably carved out from millions of years of the ocean battering these rocks and making little holes. Let's start our journey all the way down. I've already poked through all the slideshows, so I know which ones are the best. So don't worry if you think you're missing out. You're fine. Rachel's Path is really interesting. I don't know the story behind that, but it looks like a little cove area here. You can take a dip in this splashy, wavy water. People like to do these rock things. There's a lot of these in the slideshows, and they are very nice. It's just there's a lot of them. They are fun to make. That water is so pristine and nice, and there's a little friend, a little ray saying hello. Very, very relaxing, like all of the Bahamas are. Here's the Rocky Dundas. Not quite sure what that means, but it's a terrifying cave. Not really terrifying, it's really cool, but you can go under the water there and see all of these cool rocks, again probably formed by the waves splashing up against it. Now most of these keys are privately owned. See, there is a resort here. So this one isn't. You can check out this beach, Crescent Bay Beach. You can see how it got this name. Look at that. And this area of the Bahamas is not really frequented because there's not a lot of tourist things to do here. So all of the beaches are pretty empty. Not much to do on lots of them. Not to mention most of these are private. Spy on these rich people's homes. You can see their little yacht dock area there. They come over to their little hideaway home. But like, you can't hate, you're just jealous. Let's see. This one's really pretty. Over Yonder Key, which I believe is also, maybe this one's not private. Doesn't look like, if there's 20 photos, it's definitely not private. that a diver or a shark? I can't tell. I think it's a shark. Look at this. Just imagine that's your pool. You just step into it like your backyard is just a pool. That's my dream. I love swimming. I would love to have that as my backyard, and that's your view. Yes, please. That's really neat. Cool table. Over Yonder Key. Such a nice name. Where are you going? Oh, you know, over yonder. Ooh, old cannon too. So, these islands in particular were first inhabited by some British loyalists living in what's now the United States. So during the American Revolution, you had the revolutionaries, the patriots, and the loyalists who were still loyal to Britain. The loyalists lost, and a lot of them fled down here to the Caribbean, which is a nice accident, I suppose, and that's how these islands were first settled. Lots of lagoons here on these islands. That one's definitely private. Let's see. Castaway Beach. More little rocks. Yeah, these areas are so nice. Looks like it's all set up for picnics and photos and diving and swimming, cornhole. And here we go. The best. A pig beach. Pig beach, pig beach. So in many parts of the Bahamas, there are wild pigs. And that was mainly due to European sailors. I suppose these would have been British sailors, but the Spanish did this a lot too, where they would release wild animals onto the island. So if you were ever lost and you were out of food, you can come to these remote islands and hunt for some food. In this case, it's pigs. Well, the pig population in the Bahamas exploded. There's a whole lot of pigs, and they've spent all this time living in paradise. They've learned how to swim in the water, and they love it. So there's lots of places where you can go swimming with the pigs, and they're all very docile. They're not aggressive because they've just, look at the baby, they've just been porking around on the beach for hundreds of years, so you can safely interact with them. I've heard that, like, they don't bite at all. They're all very kind and docile, and you can swim around with them. There's lots of pig beaches in the Bahamas, and this is one of them. I want to go to every single one. So here we have Staniel Key, which is one of the big tourist islands here. You can see all the resorts and things here, the airstrip. But one of the neat things about this island is that 2 James Bond films were filmed here. Thunderball and Never Say Never Again, which are both Sean Connery films. So here we can see Thunderball Grotto, where they filmed part of Thunderball. And it's very beautiful. You can see why they picked it for a film setting. Oh, the underwater life as well is so nice. It's like a heart there. Very cool. Swim around and see the sights. This one, usually caves and things like this kind of give me the ick. I don't know. I feel a little claustrophobic in places like this, but this one looks very fun. Like you can just swim around and just relax here with all your friends, your snorkels, and see the sea floor. Let's head down and see some more sights. Here's another fun beach. This is an iguana beach. So this is one of the iguana keys. This is Bitter Iguana Key. I assume named after these guys, the little iguanas. So iguanas used to be hunted by the Arawak or the Carib peoples as well. They're a delicacy. I guess they skipped over this one because they're plentiful and they're everywhere. And they enjoy the beach too. I assume they're also kind of docile, or there'd be like warnings, don't go near the iguanas or anything like that. Looks like this photographer is very close to these iguanas. And they splash around in the water too. I only thought iguanas did that in the Galapagos. But it makes sense they do it here. I mean, you're in the Bahamas. You gotta enjoy the nice water and the lovely beach. No matter if you're a human, a pig, or an iguana. Let's see the other iguana keys down here. There's Iguana Key South. And then we reach our main island. This is Grand Iguana Key. Sorry, Great Iguana Key. And here's where we have the actual town of Black Point. Up here. I think I'm just going to show you. Can you just point out? There we go. Just Black Point. I'll just show you this slide. Oh, darn. Never mind. It's just a little fun town. Oh, there is a blowhole here as well. Which is a hole in the ground formed by, of course, the sea battering it, and the sea washes underneath and it spurts out like a little watery volcano. Don't get your face too close. It'll splash the sea water up at you. This beach is kind of nice too. Milo's beach. Whoever Milo is, you picked out a good beach. Cool rocks, big waves, relaxing little place to dip your toes in and swim around. Enjoy the nice sand. I thought those were turtles. I think it's just seaweed. It's like I didn't read about turtles here, but I wouldn't be surprised. See, this is the largest and main island here. There's one other. Oh, that's a private beach. There's no picture. How about this one? Love Beach. No pictures. That's okay. That's okay. Look at the little isthmus. I think Isaac Beach had pictures. Just the one, but isn't that beautiful? There we go. Gemstone Cave. I didn't see that last time I was poking around. Wow. Wow. Let's take a look. Kind of creepy, but neat. I wonder if there's any gemstones inside. Probably not. Unless it's like a pirate treasure. Oh, I did look at this. I remember the slideshow now. Pretty cool. A little heart there as well. That has to be man-made. Farmer's Key is pretty nice. This one's public because there's a yacht club, bar and grill, school, Rasta Turtles. Hold on. What is the Rasta Turtles? Surely it's just like a restaurant or something. Or maybe it's just, I guess, the name of this little beach area. How fun. Go and have a nice dip. I know if I lived here, that's what I do every single day. You would have to pull me out of this water. I'd be soaking in it non-stop. Let's see. Big Farmer's Key. Not a lot of great pictures there. Then we reach these more private ones. You can see the airstrips there so that people can fly straight to their little mansions over here. Or put their yachts there. Let's see. There's another little airport there. Ruddercut Key. Oh, this is so cool. The Musician Mermaid. It's an undersea statue. A mermaid contemplating a piano. And I imagine over time you can see the piano's wearing away. It'll break down and get covered with various sea life and become a little reefy area for little critters to live. Come and go as they please. Just like all those divers are checking it out and posing. How fun. Undersea statues are neat. Now here are the Darby Islands, which I That was really interesting because look at these lakes. They are bright blood red. So I was trying to Google and figure out why there's so many blood red lakes. Look at this over here. So surely, I didn't find an answer, but surely it has to do with some kind of bacteria, something or other. Some kind of microorganism of some kind. There's another one somewhere, but I forget. But while I was researching that, I found out that Darby Island was a private island. It's now abandoned. But one guy lived here. You can see what's left of the airstrip. And he lived here privately in the 1920s, 1930s, into the 1940s. And he was apparently a Nazi sympathizer. And it was kind of rumored that people would see lights on the island at night during World War II. So it was theorized that U-boats were coming and going, restocking and refilling from this guy. But he disappeared in 1942 and nobody knows what happened to him. So yeah, it's been abandoned ever since. There's a story there, but we may never know the answer. Look at this. Like, this is clearly planted, right? I wonder if this was some kind of, like, maybe a coconut farm or something like that. I'm not sure. But that can't be natural. Like this. Here's Bach, Key. We deserve each other. Me and Bach. This island has been destroyed. I mean, there is a little town, I think, or just houses, I suppose, but you can see how this island's been ripped up. So I'm not sure what was happening here. It looks like almost like mining was occurring because you have these muddy waters and these big chunks of land just like ripped apart. Look at this. But I don't know what they would have been mining at all. I can see some houses here. It's a cloudy day, so you can't really see, but you can see their basketball court and their pool, tennis court. I'm not sure. But something was going on here. If anyone knows, let me know. Look at the pink lagoon there. Yeah, this is not natural. Couldn't find out what it was, but it really looks like this island got ripped up at some point. Like maybe it was going to become one big resort and the plans were canceled. I do not know. Maybe someone else can find it. And then there's some little islands down here, but they are uninhabited. And that are the islands of Black Point District. So yeah, there isn't much to say, but they are really neat, aren't they? They're so beautiful. Let's just look at the main slideshow while we close out the video. There's no, that's right. I want to see this slideshow. We already tapped that one. This slideshow. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope that you enjoyed just a little cruise down the islands here in the Bahamas. I know the piggies did. Tomorrow, though, we're going to be heading over to Wales, and there will be some time on the tablet as well. It's going to be mostly tablet. You'll have to find out why tomorrow, so be sure to subscribe so you won't miss out. Look at all the fancy yachts and boats and things out in the water. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're still awake, and drop me a comment down below. I'd really appreciate that. I do hope that you found this video to be relaxing and educational. And I hope that you have a good night with a backflip into the sea. Good night.